The sun had only just begun to rise over the Pride Lands, painting soft bands of gold and orange across the horizon, but Kion was already awake. He sat at the edge of Pride Rock, his tail curled around his paws, staring into the distance where the land dipped into the dark, jagged outlands. A wind blew from that direction, dry, rough, and carrying a faint sound that made his fur prickle. It was a roar, but not like any roar he had ever heard before. It was hollow, deep, and echoing as though it traveled through the bones of the earth itself. Kion swallowed hard. There it is again, he whispered to himself. Why does it sound like it's calling me? Behind him, soft footsteps approached. Kion Nola's gentle voice drifted from the entrance of the den. You're up early again, Kion. Didn't turn around. I heard it again, Mum. His voice was low, uncertain. The roar from the Outlands. Nala moved beside him, her eyes following the distant shapes of the barren rocks. The Outlands have always been full of strange sounds, she said softly. Wind, shifting stones, scavengers. But her tone held a hint of worry that she tried to hide. You don't need to go chasing every noise. Kion looked down at his paws. It's not just any noise. It feels like it's meant for me. Before Nala could answer, Simba approached from behind. Stepping forward with slow, thoughtful strides. The Outlands carry many echoes, he said quietly. And not all of them are friendly. Kion's ears tilted back. Dad, do you think it could be something dangerous? Simba took a deep breath. Dangerous? Maybe, but I trust you, Kion, and I know you won't go alone. At that moment, Bunga's voice echoed up Pride Rock. Kion, you up? I smelled something weird this morning, like burnt rocks and old bones. Thought you'd want to know. Kion shot to his feet. The Outlands, he said, heart pounding. Simba closed his eyes briefly. Just be careful. The shadows of the past linger there. Kion nodded, though Simba's words stuck in his mind longer than he expected. Shadows of the past. When he gathered the lion guard near the base of Pride Rock, the morning sun was still low in the sky. Bunga bounced impatiently, fully stretched beside him. Ono perched on a rock, and Besht hummed thoughtfully. Okay, lion guard, Kian said, trying to sound steady. There's something strange coming from the Outlands. A roar. We need to check it out. Bunga grinned. A mystery roar. Sounds fun. Fully raised a brow. Fun isn't the word I'd choose. Ono flapped upward. I can scout ahead. Kion, I'll keep an eye out for any danger. Besh stepped closer to Kion. We got you, buddy. Whatever's bothering you, we'll face it together. Kion managed a small smile. Thanks, everyone, but his heart still felt heavy. Was it just curiosity pulling him toward the Outlands, or something deeper? As they made their way across the Pride Lands, the healthy grass gave way to cracked earth. The air grew hot and still. The Outlands were harsh, lifeless, and unsettling. Sharp rocks jutted out of the ground like broken teeth, and the wind carried the dry scent of dust and ash. Bunga wrinkled his nose. Ew, why does it always smell like burnt crocodile breath out here? Fully flicked her tail. Because everything here is either burnt or trying to bite us. Kion stepped forward cautiously. Keep your ears open. The roar came from somewhere around here. Suddenly the wind shifted, and a deep, echoing sound rumbled across the rocks, long drawn out and eerily familiar. It sent a tremor through Kion's spine. There, Ono pointed southeast, came from near the old termite tunnels. Kion's breath caught. I know that sound, but that's impossible. Bunga tilted his head. Impossible how? Kion didn't answer because he couldn't. The roar sounded ancient, angry, powerful, and far too much like the tales he'd heard of Scar, his great uncle who had once ruled through fear. As they approached the termite mound ruins, a thin mist crept along the ground. The wind howled strangely, almost whispering. Kian stepped slowly toward the dark openings. His paws felt heavy. Another roar echoed closer this time, bouncing through the tunnels and making the rocks vibrate. Kion flinched, fully stepped beside him. Kion, are you okay? You look like you're seeing a ghost. Kion's voice shook. It sounded like Scar. The others exchanged uneasy glances. Besht spoke gently. But Scar's gone, Kion. I know, Kion whispered. But what if? What if something of him is still here? Simba said the past leaves shadows. Ono peered into the tunnels. There's movement, something glowing. Kion swallowed, fear and responsibility tangling together. I have to see. Stay close. The lion guard moved cautiously into the tunnels. The air grew colder, strange for the hot outlands. A faint green glow shimmered ahead, flickering like fireflies. But the feeling wasn't magical, it was wrong, heavy, and filled with a cold rage. Kion's heartbeat thundered. No, it can't be. Another roar blasted through the tunnels, and the glow surged brighter. Kion stumbled back, eyes wide. Spur. For a moment, just a moment, he saw a shape within the light. A lion's silhouette. Thin, sharp, and burning with green fire. Scar Kion Bunga shouted as the young lion staggered. The glow vanished instantly. The roar died as though swallowed by the earth. Everything became silent. Kion shook violently. Did you all see that? Tell me you saw that. The others looked uncertain. Bunga frowned. I heard the roar, but I didn't see Scar. Ono landed carefully. There was definitely light, but no clear shape. Fully sighed Kion. Maybe you're just... No. Kion snapped, louder than he meant. I'm not imagining it. The guard fell quiet. Kion lowered his head. I'm sorry. I've been feeling weird lately. Every time I use the roar, it feels stronger. Like something is pushing me. And what if that something is Scar? What if I turn into something like him? Fully stepped closer, her voice soft but firm. Kion, you are nothing like Scar. Besht nodded. Scar used power to hurt others. You use it to protect, and you have us. Bunga added. Teamwork. Friendship. Snacks. What did Scar have? Crows. Kion forced a small laugh, but fear still churned in his stomach. A sudden rumble from deeper in the tunnels shook the earth. Rocks tumbled, and a tunnel collapsed. A frightened cry echoed out. A jackal pup was trapped beneath falling debris. Kion reacted instantly. Lion Guard, let's help them. Without hesitation, the team sprang into action. Besht rushed forward and shoved away heavy stones. Ono flew overhead, guiding them to weak points. Fully darted around fallen debris, clearing paths. Bunga squeezed into tight spaces to reach the trapped pup. The jackal pup whimpered. Help, please. Kion took a deep breath. I need to use the roar. But what if Scar's influence takes over? Nala's voice echoed in his memory. Courage isn't about being the strongest, it's about believing in yourself. Simba's words followed. The past may cast shadows, but you decide what you become. Kion planted his paws firmly. I am not Scar. My roar is for protecting others. He felt his heart steady. Kion Bunga called. You got this, buddy. Kion inhaled deeply. Roar of the Elders. Guide me, he unleashed, a controlled, focused roar, not one of rage or fear, but of determination and compassion. The golden wind of the Elders surged forward, clearing the collapsing tunnel with precision and carving a safe path. Besht pulled the jackal pup free, lifting them gently. You're safe now, the pup sniffled. Thank you. I thought I was gone. Kion lowered his head kindly. No one gets left behind in the Pride Lands. As they led the pup out of the tunnels, the wind shifted again. The faint green glow appeared for only a second far in the darkness, then vanished like a dying ember. Kion stared silently. Bunga nudged him. Still think Scar's running around out here? Kion exhaled slowly. I don't know, but whatever that roar was, it wasn't just wind. Something's out there. I can't ignore it. Fully stood beside him. And you won't face it alone. Kion looked at his friends, his family, and felt the strength return to his heart. Thanks, everyone, he said softly. Let's head home. As the Lion Guard left the Outlands, the barren land fell silent again. But deep beneath the rocks, a faint whisper curled in the darkness, soft, cold, and ancient. Cannot escape destiny. Kion the wind howled, carrying the last echo of the mysterious roar. And Kion didn't look back. His journey had only just begun.